Imagine walking through a bustling city, surrounded by the sound of life and energy, when suddenly, the ground shakes beneath your feet. A building collapses, trapping you inside with no way to escape. This harrowing scenario is not just a figment of imagination but a reality faced by many during natural disasters and building failures. You may be wondering, what goes through a person's mind in those first moments of panic? Time seems to stand still as the dust settles and the screams of panic echo in your ears. Survivors often recount the immediate confusion, the instinct to call for help, and the pressing need to assess their surroundings. They find themselves in a dark, cramped space, surrounded by debris, unsure of what lies ahead. It's a situation that triggers not only physical survival instincts but also psychological responses. The fear of the unknown becomes overwhelming, leaving one to question if rescue will come in time and if they can endure the uncertainty. How would you react in such chaos? The first 48 hours can be critical in any survival situation. As the dust settles, the realization that you are trapped begins to sink in. It's essential to stay calm and think strategically. Survivors often have to make immediate decisions about their resources, such as water, food, and shelter. Imagine being in a dark, cramped space with limited air and no immediate hope of rescue. People have survived by focusing on their immediate needs, rationing their supplies, and using their surroundings creatively. For instance, some survivors have been known to collect dripping water from pipes or even fashion makeshift tools from debris to help free themselves. They become resourceful, using their phones to send messages or signals for help, and even making noise to attract attention. In these moments, the will to survive kicks in, and individuals often find strength they never knew they had. Would you be able to remain calm and think clearly under such pressure? What happens to your mind during those dark hours? The psychological aspect of being trapped can be as challenging as the physical struggle. Mental resilience becomes crucial when faced with despair and loneliness. Survivors often recount how they cope by creating routines, such as setting small goals or even having conversations with themselves. Some focus on positive memories, visualizing loved ones, or recalling happy moments to keep their spirits alive. Others may rely on humor, sharing jokes with fellow survivors to lighten the mood. Studies show that maintaining a hopeful mindset can significantly improve one's chances of survival. But what if hope starts to fade? Many experience deep emotional lows, battling anxiety and fear of the unknown. The key to overcoming this mental hurdle lies in keeping the brain engaged and focused. Have you ever thought about how powerful the human spirit can be, even in the direst of circumstances? The emotional journey of being trapped can feel like a roller coaster ride. One minute, you may feel a glimmer of hope as you hear the distant sounds of rescue workers, while the next, despair washes over you when silence envelopes you again. Survivors often describe the stark contrast between these feelings, where hope seems to flicker like a candle in the dark. The wait can feel endless, and as each hour passes, the anxiety of the unknown can intensify. Some people report deep existential thoughts during this time, questioning their lives and choices as they face their mortality. Would they ever see their loved ones again? As days pass, the physical toll of hunger and dehydration sets in, making the emotional battle even harder. Their emotional state can shift unpredictably, sometimes leading to tears, while at other moments, an unexpected sense of calm emerges. How would you cope with such extremes of emotion? Finally, after what feels like an eternity, the sound of rescue teams fills the air. But what does it take to conduct a successful rescue operation in such catastrophic conditions? Emergency responders face numerous challenges, from unstable debris to communication difficulties. They rely on specialized equipment, trained dogs, and advanced technology to locate survivors. Imagine the moment when rescuers get closer. The sounds of digging and shouting bring a renewed sense of hope. For many, the sight of a rescuer's face is a sign that they will be saved. However, rescue operations can take time, and not everyone is found immediately. This delay can further test the survivor's mental fortitude. The stories of those rescued can be incredibly inspiring, how they held on, how they managed their fear, and how they survived against all odds. Have you ever thought about the incredible effort that goes into saving lives in such disasters? As we wrap up this exploration of what it means to be trapped in a collapsed building, it's important to reflect on the lessons learned from such experiences. Survivors often emerge with a renewed perspective on life, cherishing every moment and valuing connections with loved ones. They teach us about the power of resilience, the importance of preparation, and the need for community support during difficult times. These stories serve as a reminder that in the face of adversity, the human spirit can shine brightly. So, what would you do if you found yourself in such a situation? Would you be ready to face your greatest fears and push through? Life is unpredictable, and understanding these survival stories may just inspire us to be better prepared for whatever comes our way. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching.